I never considered myself a fighter. Logistics was my specialty. Moving supplies, maintaining systems, keeping the colony operational. I was far from heroic, and far from anyone's idea of impressive. But on Kethra Prime, the galaxy had a way of redefining people in ways they never expected. The first time I saw her, she was a storm in motion. Her name was Vera, and she was an alien of legendary prowess. Not just a soldier, but a warrior whose reputation stretched across systems. Tall, with sinewy limbs and skin that shimmered like liquid silver under the twin suns, she moved with precision, grace, and the lethal awareness of someone who had never lost a fight. I was setting up a supply depot when I saw her for the first time. Raiders, mechanical, fast, and brutal, were attacking the colony outskirts. I had no weapons, no combat training, and absolutely no intention of getting involved. But then, one of the raiders broke through the perimeter, and instinct took over. I fought. Barehanded. First it was panic. My arms moved reflexively, fists and elbows finding weak points I didn't know existed. I dodged a strike from a raider's metal claws, rolled under a sweeping kick, and somehow, by some ridiculous mixture of luck and adrenaline, landed blows that sent my attacker reeling. I could hear nothing but the pounding of my heart and the shouts of chaos around me. Then I noticed her. Vera. She had stopped mid-leap, watching me with narrowed eyes. Not in surprise, not in judgment, but in calculation. Her lips parted, and I heard the words, though she did not intend me to. "I wish you were my husband," she murmured. I froze mid-punch. I did not know if my ears had deceived me or if the words had actually formed in the chaos around me. Raiders were still lunging, and my survival instincts screamed to focus. But somehow those words, spoken in her musical alien cadence, pierced through the battle and lodged themselves firmly in my mind. When the fight ended, I was panting, bruised, but miraculously unharmed. Vera approached me cautiously, almost hesitant, as though she was balancing between authority and curiosity. "You fought well," she said, voice low and reverent. "Few have the courage to act without weapons, without armor. You are remarkable." I shrugged, trying to mask the mixture of embarrassment and disbelief. "I just did what I had to do." She tilted her head, her silver eyes glinting in the dying light. "Humans are unpredictable, courageous in ways my people rarely see. But you are more than courageous. You are strong in a way I understand." Blinked. "Understand?" She hesitated, then gestured toward the horizon. "I have seen warriors across countless systems, men and women who have fought entire armies and lived. Strength is often physical, brutal, calculated. But you fight with instinct, with heart, with a will to survive and protect. That resonates with me." The battlefield fell silent around us, though the smoke still drifted and the distant cries of other raiders echoed. I had no words for that. In the days that followed, our interactions became frequent. Vera did not speak often, but she observed. She tested me, not with combat, but with difficult tasks, situations that required ingenuity, resilience, and judgment under pressure. And each time I passed. It was during one of these tests, in the ruins of a mining facility taken over by bandits, that our bond became undeniable. She cornered a raider, its metal limbs clanking as it swung wildly, and I intervened, using a combination of leverage, timing, and instinct to disarm it. Vera's expression softened, almost imperceptibly, and she stepped closer than she had before. You are unlike any I have met," she said quietly. "I see strength, yes, but also something deeper. Compassion, decision, understanding, wish." I wish you were my husband. It was not a flirtation. It was not even an idle compliment. It was a confession. From a warrior who had conquered worlds, who had led troops and seen entire civilizations fall, to a human who had simply fought to survive. I didn't respond at first. I could barely process the depth of what she had just said. She wasn't joking. She wasn't teasing. And she certainly wasn't exaggerating. I began, but words failed me. She shook her head gently. Do not speak yet. Let it sink. Let it be understood. This connection is rare and precious. That is why I say it. Weeks turned into months, and our interactions deepened. Vera trained me, not in the way of a soldier, but in the way of a teacher who recognized latent potential. My reflexes sharpened, my instincts honed, and my confidence grew. Not just in combat, but in knowing that someone of her caliber had placed trust in me. She rarely spoke of love, of intimacy, or of the human concept of marriage. But her words lingered. I wish you were my husband. It became a mantra of sorts, a reminder that connection, even in the harshest of circumstances, could flourish. One evening, under the twin moons of Kethra, I found her standing alone on the cliffside overlooking the colony. You've changed, she said softly, almost to herself. Not in strength, in essence. I thought I had seen all forms of courage. But you teach me more than any battle ever could. I stepped closer. And you've taught me how to see courage in ways I never imagined. Her gaze softened. That is why I trust you. Not with my life, though that is given, but with everything else. My thoughts, my fears, my solitude. Few have earned that, and fewer still deserve it. You do. I felt my chest tighten, the realization settling like gravity. She had given me more than words. She had given me trust, recognition, something akin to home in a galaxy where I had felt small and insignificant. The culmination of our bond came during the attack on the Kethra Citadel. Raiders swarmed, defenses fell, and chaos erupted. I fought alongside Vera, coordinating defenses, rescuing civilians, and improvising strategies no one else would have dared. At the height of the battle, she looked at me, and in the heat of combat, whispered the same words she had first spoken. I wish you were my husband. This time I understood. Not just her trust, but her acknowledgement of choice, connection, and unity. We were equals in that moment, two beings from different worlds, recognizing something profoundly human and alien at the same time. That strength was meaningless without trust, and courage was hollow without companionship. When the battle ended and the dust of war settled, she turned to me fully. Stay, she said simply. Not because I need protection, but because I choose you. You are my anchor, my companion, my home. And I wish you were mine. I smiled, the weight of exhaustion and adrenaline giving way to a quiet joy. Then I stay. For as long as you will have me. And in that moment, amidst a galaxy of uncertainty, I realized that trust, understanding, and connection could transcend species, planets, and battles. A warrior alien woman had seen something in me I had never seen in myself. And in doing so, she had given me a place in the universe where I truly belonged.